Hi guys, so today I'm going to be reading the legendary Big Ange. Okay, so if you see me looking to the side, it's because I'm looking at my laptop. Okay, I am a psychic medium, and a physical medium, so I have to, in order for me to read energy, I read energy by looking at you. Okay, that is just how I operate. Where did I put my business card? Oh, right here. Okay, $20 for a picture reading, $50 for 30 minutes, and 100 for an hour. Okay, all right. It's interesting because uh earlier I started to tap into her energy, and she said something like, I don't know if this is her or spirit speaking for her, but something like, make sure you leave my cigarette at my altar, or something like that. I don't know, like her voice is very distinct and she's very loud. It's interesting because some spirits stay the same after the physical death. So I like this. Okay, I think some, obviously with lung cancer, right? She passed away with from lung cancer. I don't know that to be true. I have to look that up, of course. I don't want anybody in my comments, oh, you like this and I'm blah blah. No, any and everybody that I read, I make sure I know little as possible. Now, certain things like, okay, yeah, Beyonce, like who doesn't know Beyonce has a country album? Okay, things like that I can't really not know, but certain things I genuinely don't know. Okay, number 58 is coming up. Okay, she could have passed 58. If not 58, then they're just giving me that number. Okay, um, Big Ange, I believe, just looking at her throat. Okay, she had a lot of like something with her purple chakra. Okay, so intuition, royalty. Okay, it kind of feels like at a young age, she just knew who she was going to be. It just, there's some people out there that never change, like they're the same person every day, like a nice person, empathetic. It feels like she was just always loud and just made her mark everywhere. Like she's giving me the hot Cheetos student, and it's funny because it's like just an interesting personality, especially starting at the age of 5. Okay, who's Chris? The name Chris is coming up. Okay, the name Chris is coming up. The name Chris is coming up. I don't know, spirit. Who is Chris to her, or who's Chris? All right, someone she loves, she really cares about. Okay. Okay, and why is he coming up for her? Does she know an Ethan? All right, so spiritual beings of the highest realm that are connected to me, please allow for me to read, begin, and pick up on very, very not stingy, but nope, I'm not telling you nothing. Literally, that's what I'm getting from her. Wow, this nope, I'm not telling you nothing. Nope, not gonna make me. I like her. Okay. What I was gonna say earlier is with the throat, I believe it was lung cancer, something with throat cancer. I'm not too sure. But she's one of those people, back to the intuitiveness, where at a young age it feels like she already know how she was gonna die. Like, I know how I'm gonna go. Okay. And it feels like she knew. Like, and this isn't me trying to be disrespectful, but it feels like what she did was asking for a death wish. I don't know if she has kids or a kid. I don't know, daughter, son, I don't know, but it feels like if she, I feel like she does have kids, but daughter, son, I don't know. But it feels like they have expressed frustration towards her because of this. I don't want to say selfishness because it's her body, it's her choice, but it almost feels as if you're on death row and they say, hey, in 2 days we're gonna electrocute you to death, and you're like, well, let me smoke all the cigarettes in the world, let me do all the cocaine in the world, because when it's time for me to go in 2 days, I'm gonna go. And it just feels like that with her. And it's almost a sadness, a sad energy to it, because to me that represents someone giving up, someone letting themselves go, someone that's not even willing to try. I mean, of course, in 2 days, if you're going to get executed, you can't avoid that. But it feels like she could have changed the trajectory of her life, but due to her death wish, her stubbornness, it just, things. Okay, so they said fate is fate. It would have been that. It would have been that. But it would have been like a 38-month difference, 38-day difference, okay, 38-week difference, okay. Fate is fate, they said. It's in her karmic chart, they said. Okay, well, hey. Lovely energy, lovely energy, lovely energy I'm picking up on. She is missed. She is missed. It kind of feels like a feminine energy is desperately missing her. It's like it's one of those desperate energies where you kind of got to check up on that loved one or that friend, because they're really not doing good behind, somebody's death. I don't know when she passed. Was it 2016, 2018? When did she pass? I don't know. I don't know when she passed, but it feels like someone relives this moment every day, or the moment of her passing every day, okay? Also, there's something with her not really wanting to go to the hospital, okay? I noticed a lot of the older generation, especially in my community, the black community, where they just feel like, oh, I'm gonna leave it to Jesus. Oh, let me leave it to God. No, take your ass to the hospital. I hate when people use religion as an excuse or as a way to coddle, like pacify themselves. People love to blame negative things on the devil, good things on God, but sometimes it's you. Like when people say, "Oh my gosh, my husband is cheating on me," that's that devil in him. No, sis, your husband doesn't respect you and love you. You need to leave. It kind of feels like, I don't want to say she was making excuses for herself, but it feels like she just didn't want to go to the hospital. Maybe it was some type of fear behind it. It's kind of like, you're sick, but you don't want them to say it. All right, it's a lot of fear, a lot of fear. Maybe something with her children or her child, I don't know, could have like bribed her into getting herself checked. I don't know. They're showing me a vision of people holding her hand in and out of the hospital. Like they had to treat her like she was a baby. She was scared, okay? And I get that. I get that. Nobody wants to be told, hey, you have this. Nobody wants to be told that, but checking up on yourself is needed, okay? Oh, does she have a son? Who's Chris? Does she have a son? She's like, oh, my son. Just overly dramatic all the time. But it's not really being dramatic. It's her. It's her. It's just her. Um, Great energy, though. Great energy. Great energy. I don't know who's. They're saying granddaughter. I don't know if she has a granddaughter, but if she does, similar personalities. It's kind of like um Big Ange is a part, like it's like the spirit of Big Ange goes in and out of the granddaughter. It feels like very large personality, okay? I think I don't know her sign, but it's something with her being emotional when I think sometimes when a person is naturally over the top or loud, but that's just them, and have an outsider looking in, they view it as you're just obnoxious. I think that word really bothered her because she was always genuine. No matter what she did, it felt like she was always genuine. So when people calls her names, I feel like it really got to her. Like she's an emotional baby. They're showing me, okay? What else for her, please, Spirit? She goes, I'm hearing a voice. I don't know. I don't like to lie to people. Say, oh, she's present. I don't know, but I heard a voice say, you know, I wouldn't have it any other way. That's what she's saying. It's interesting because even with her not really wanting to go to the hospital, there is still a large amount of accountability on her end. Like it feels like she doesn't blame anybody for her sickness, or let's say she caused her own sickness. She takes full accountability for that. All right, she's giving me Taurus energy or Aquarius. We'll see what she is. Um, but yes, guys, that's just a little bit of me tapping into Miss Big Ange. I done did about 17 videos. I'm tired. All right. We at what? 840 subscribers. I'm just very grateful. Very grateful. If you want to book me for a reading, $20 for a picture reading, $50 for 30 minutes, and $100 for an hour. Bye.